Here is the Energy Conversions Project. The standards being addressed in this unit: science, practice, and thinking. Students will use the scientific method to design and execute their own experiment. And then the physical science standards: students must understand the processes involved in the transfer and conservation of energy. So on the right side page, the essential question: how can I demonstrate the law of conservation of energy? This final project has two parts. You will design and complete an experiment, and then you will create a video presentation or an EduCreations presentation. On the left side page of your notebook, you can use that space to create a project outline or a script. Your video explanation or your EduCreations explanation must communicate the conclusion from your lab. Explain the law of conservation of energy and how it applies to your system. Use a model and use a diagram or the energy flow map. The experiments that you can choose from: the mini marshmallow catapult, bouncy balls at different heights, 2 different bouncy balls, or, with approval, you can create your own experiment to demonstrate the law of conservation of energy. During class, we will use our class's scientific method form to plan and design your experiment. You must have the question, hypothesis, variables, procedures, and questions about the data complete before you will be given materials to complete your experiment. The mini marshmallow catapult. This project's essential question: how does the law of conservation of energy apply to the marshmallow? The experiment question: what distance from the target does the catapult need to be? You will construct a catapult out of popsicle sticks. We'll use a lid as the holder. You will do several trials to determine what distance from the catapult or from the target that your catapult needs to be. When deciding on this distance for launch, you need to consider this question: should you use the mean, the median, or the mode of your data? The other labs to choose from involve the bouncy balls. So the essential question would be: how does the law of conservation of energy apply to the bouncy ball? The experiment question could be: from which starting height will the most energy be conserved? So you would use the same bouncy ball and try the bouncy ball from different starting heights. You could also use 2 different bouncy balls, choose a starting height, and then test which bouncy ball will conserve the most energy. Again, remember, your project outline can go on the left side page of your notebook. You must communicate the conclusion from your lab. Explain the law of conservation of energy and how it applies to your system. Use a model in your video explanation or your EduCreations explanation, and then also use the diagram for the energy flow map, making sure you can show energy conversions within the system. All right, go choose that project.